Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. So we have seen till the 60th verse, right? We shall chant it again. Shabdajalam Maharanyam Chitta Brahmanakaranam Atha Prayatnatnyatavyam Tattvajnai Tattvamatmanaha. So, Bhagavan Shankara, he is trying to drive through this point. You have come to me, okay, I will instruct you, I will show you the path, but you have to walk the path. Meaning, you have to put in efforts. Nobody else can put efforts for you. If you want to get rid of this bondage, you want to liberate yourself, you have to work. Why? Because you are ignorant of your own true self. So you have to know it, na? Who else can help you? If you are sick, you have to take the medicine. Nobody else can take for you. If you are hungry, you have to eat. Nobody else can eat for you. So you have to put in all your efforts to walk this path and know the self. And in that process, don't get lost only in philosophical discussion. Shabdajalam Maharanyam. It is really a dense forest. You can get lost. Chitta Brahmanakaranam. You can get deluded easily. Therefore, he says, Tattvajnaihi, one who wants to know the self, Prayatnat Jnatavyam. Put in all efforts to know the self. Tattvamatmanaha. So, as it is, to know the true self, Prayatnat Jnatavyam. You put in all efforts. But Swamiji, 2 days before you said there is no effort. Effortless. But Bhagavan says, in the beginning, even to understand and to remain in that state, you need to put effort, he says. And then gradually it becomes effortless. When you gain mastery over the abundance, then it becomes very effortless actually. So therefore, initially, since we are so identified with the body-mind, we are drowned in our identification. To sort of stand apart is not easy. So, the effort is what here? The effort is to be aware, to be awake, to be alert, and not to get entangled in anything. In anything. And please understand, whatever soothes the mind or sort of gives you pleasure is bondage only. Therefore, have the courage to throw out everything and to seek the self and self alone. That is the message here. And the 61st verse, again and again, through very many examples, he is trying to drive the point. Ajnana sarpadhashtasya Brahma jnanaushadham vina Kimu vedaisya sastraisya Kimu mantrai kimaushadaihi Ajnana sarpadhashtasya Brahma jnanaushadham vina Kimu vedaisya sastraisya Kimu mantrai kimaushadaihi. Ajnana sarpadhashtasya. If one is bitten by the Ajnana sarpa, snake of ignorance, we are all bitten, not by the real snake, thank God. We are all bitten by the snake of ignorance, Ajnana sarpa. So for him, what is required now? Brahma jnana aushadam. So what is the real medicine? Antidote? Brahmajnana aushadam. The medicine is Brahmajnana. Since there is Ajnana, the antidote is true knowledge. What is the true knowledge? Brahmajnana. The knowledge about the Brahman, the Absolute. Brahmajnana aushadam vina. Without taking that medicine, kimu vedaisya shastraisya. What is the use of going on studying Vedas, scriptures, shastraisya, and also all the shastras? Kimu mantraihi. What is the point in doing mantra japa? And kimu aushadaihi, and all other methods. They say no, so many other things like, you have to meditate in a pyramid. Pyramid dhyanam. If you meditate here, it doesn't help. You have to meditate in a pyramid. So like that, so many people have got so many ideas. It may help, I don't know, but I don't believe in all those things, I don't believe in any external crutches. If you are a dhira, have courage and have patience to turn within and go inside without any crutches from the world outside. So I don't even believe you have to sit in this direction, facing that direction. Because when you have to go beyond the mind, all space, time and causation, but it is said again and again, initial stages it may help. But always I believe in catching the bull by its horn, not by its tail. So no crutches. So straight away you have to sit and dive deep within and forget about everything. Finished. That is how you should. So, what is the use of Veda Shastra? See, it is not that Vedas are useless. No. How will Adi Shankara say that? Vedas are highly regarded. That is Shabda Pramanam. But here, chumma memorizing Veda mantras, chanting Veda mantras, or Shastra means what? Shastra Vicharam. Arguments and heart-splitting arguments, Vada, Vivada, all those things will not help. Mantraihi, kim aushadaihi. See, mantras, the mantra japa is helpful for one-pointedness of the mind. But Brahma Jnana Aikya, Brahma Atma Aikya Vina, without the oneness of Brahma and Atma, this moksha is not gained. Therefore, if you are stung by a scorpion or by a snake, you don't worry from where the medicine is coming or who is giving you. You desperately want the medicine. You want to just take it and do away the pain, with the poison. So if there is ajnana, whoever is the teacher, from wherever it comes, you have to just follow it. That is Brahmajnana, is the real antidote. What is the Brahmajnana? That universal consciousness is actually dancing in our heart as I. That is what Bhagavan says. Hridaya guhara madhye kevalam brahma matram aham idi sakshad atma rupena bhati. That alone is shining as I in the heart. So that is Brahmajnanam. So the God, the Ishvara who is sitting up above the heavens is not different from the self which is seated in the cave of the heart. How, Swamiji? Because the space, time, causation, the Nama Rupa, everything is minds. Actually, it is not true. When the mind is absorbed in the deep sleep, no space, no idea of space. Where we are, we don't know. What is the time, we don't know. Cause and effect, we don't know. Even the idea of God, we don't have. Even idea of oneself as a personality, we don't have. So all these things are just appearing and disappearing in the waking and dream. That is how we have to understand. So Brahmajnana Vina, without having the proper Brahmajnanam, which is the real antidote for this Ajnana, if you go on reading scriptures, discussing, it has no meaning. So therefore, sit quietly and turn within and seek the source, abide in the self. See, when you come to Bhagavan, I tell you, it's all straightforward. Give up the body identification, deham naham. Turn within, aham uhappadu, and then seek the source from where the I is arising. Seek the source of all the thoughts by holding on to the I thought. And when the I thought subsides, everything subsides. The truth reveals by itself. Aham aham taya spurati hrit swayam. Swayam, by itself, it shines. Aham aham taya spurati. It shines as I in the cave of the heart. So that is a parama purna sat. That is the real truth. Purna sat. Means what? Infinite. Without any beginning or end. Purna sat. So that is what we have to aspire for, not discussion. Somebody asked me, Swamiji, is there no group discussion? That is helpful sometime, But most of the time, it goes, here, there, everywhere, astray. Instead, if we can contemplate on our own, that will help. But definitely, if you have any doubts or some sort of this thing, there is no harm in discussing with your friends. No harm. Or asking question to the Acharya, there is no harm. But in the name of group discussion, you all talk about all Swanda Kadai, Soha Kadai, this, that, everything, all stories, and you digress so much and talk politics and how world is bad. Our Acharya used to say, when two people get together, what is the conversation? How I am good, how you are good, but how the whole world is bad. Because if you say you are bad, then there will be jagada. So I am good, and you are also good. So the rest of the whole world is how bad it is. This is the conversation, discussion. And moving on, next verse, 62nd, same idea. Na gacchati vina panam vyadhiraushadha shabdataha vina parokshanubhavam brahma shabdairna muchyate na gacchati vina panam vyadhiraushadha shabdataha vina parokshanubhavam brahma shabdairna muchyate. Swamiji, from yesterday onwards, I have got a severe headache. What should I do? Chant paracetamol, paracetamol, paracetamol. Do japa of paracetamol. Paracetamol, paracetamol. Then your headache will go. Will it go? When you say paracetamol, your headache will go up. Because you are straining yourself. That is what is said here. Na gacchati vina panam. You have to take it. Panam means you have to drink or take the medicine. Vyadihi aushadha shabdataha. Shabdataha means just by the name of the medicine, will the will the disease be cured? No. You have to take the medicine. And the medicine should go within. And then it will work. Then only you will be cured. Similarly, vina aparoksha anubhavam brahma shabdaihi na muchyate. Without having the direct experience, aparoksha anubhuti is called as. Paroksha means what? Knowing it as something else, as a third person or whatever. Aparoksha means what? Knowing at one's own self and as one's own experience. This aparoksha anubhavam, that is important. Brahma shabdai na muchyate. Just by saying Brahma, 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 nothing will happen. So you have to do the Shravana Manana, then Nididhyasana, and then abide in the self. Or you should have the Anubhuti, personal experience. Just by chanting Brahman, 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 nothing will happen. So therefore effort is required. And here also, Effort means what? In the right direction. See, effort can be put in any direction, but in the right direction is very important. That is why a guru is required. He will show you the right direction. And not only that, because of his anubhava, experience, and because of his sukshma drishti, subtle vision, he knows what is your problem. And he recommends sadhana or the practices according to your capability or your level of understanding. See, that is why when our teacher is advising somebody, we should not eavesdrop and say, oh, I will practice that. No, it is not for you, for that person. If you want, you should ask. For you, it may be a different sort of a practice. See, Gurudev used to say, if a person is suffering with diarrhea, then for him what different food is given, right? Patyam. But somebody has broken his leg and is admitted in the hospital. For him, not the same food. For him, very nutritious food, right? So different people have got different ailments. Though ajnana is the common disease, vasanas are different. And the level of understanding, the level of evolution is different. It may not work, which works for others, which may not work for you. So therefore, oh, the Guru has given the Upadesha means it's for everyone. No, it's not that. Sometimes, it is tailor-made for that individual. So we have to listen and go deep and then realize that through our own experience, then only it is for us. Without that, just by chanting, asangoham, asango, will anything happen? No. Like Kili Pillai, like a parrot, like a tape recorder. Bhagavan says in Ullanartha Anubandham, like a tape recorder, he says. Tape recorder, anything it will repeat, na? Similarly, by repeating mantras or just memorizing, nothing will happen. Or even arguing, discussing, things will not happen. The mind should subside in the heart. Yena kena prakarena. Because the mind which has come out of the heart is creating the Veda of knower and known. Please understand. The mind which has come out of the heart, heart means the spiritual heart, is creating the Veda of knower and the known. எவ்வளவுதான் குட்டிக்கரணம் போட்டாலும், with the mind intact, with the experiencer thriving intact, you can never know the truth. When the mind subsides, you need not know the truth. Truth shines by itself. See? When the mind is active, vibrating active, that is creating the Vedam, the Dvaitam. Manayeva Manushyanam Karanam Bandha Mokshayoho. Mind alone is creating this Dvandvam, this Dvaitvam, this dichotomy of the seer and the seen. That mind has to dissolve, that experiencer has to dissolve, so that you experience that which is beyond the experiencer and experienced. Without that, keeping intact the experiencer, the knower, howsoever you try to know, it is like catching the pig's tail, they say catching the pig's tail. Pig has got a very little tail. If it tries to catch the pig, the tail will go that way. It will go round and round only. So, this aproksha anubhuti is very important. For that, mana has to dissolve or has to merge in the self. That can happen in 2-3 ways. Somebody was asking in the morning, how will the mind merge? One is if you don't meddle with the mind. If you don't meddle with the mind, how we meddle with the mind? Whenever thoughts arises, we have got raga dvesha, likes and dislikes. Through likes and dislikes, we go on interacting or sort of meddling with the thought. If it is conducive to our likes, we get carried away and we indulge in it. If it is not conducive, we dislike means we resist, we hate, we want to get out of that. Just watch and observe. Just be a dispassionate observer. When you allow the mind to cool down, it will cool down. We don't allow the mind to cool down. We are just stirring the mind continuously. How will it settle down? We are only stirring the mind. If you allow the mind, it will quieten down. But we don't allow. Out of our foolishness, we don't allow that. Or Bhagavan says, seek the source of all thoughts. That is the I. You keep the mind attention on the I, then the I dissolves, I merges. Yena kena prakarena, without doing this or without putting effort in this direction, if you go on studying scriptures and discussing and arguing and giving pravachanam after pravachanam, releasing videos after videos, there is no point in it. There is no use. Medicine you have to take, you have to drink. Just by remembering or chanting the medicine's name, nothing will happen. So what has to be done is said in the next words. To attain the Atma Anubhuti, what has to be done? See, a beautiful shloka, a very significant pointer. What we need to do. Akrutva drishya vilayam ajñātvā tattvam atmanaha brahma shabdhair kuto muktihi ukti matra falainrunam akrutva drishya vilayam ajñātvā tattvam atmanaha brahma shabdhai kuto muktihi ukti matra falainrunam. Akrutva, without doing this, without doing what? Drishya vilayam. Drishya patartham means what? Whatever is seen, whatever is known, drishya vilayam. Without merging all that is known in the source. Drishya vilayam. Meaning what? What are all the drishya padartha? When we open our eyes, when you sit normally, shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. This is drishya padartha. What we see in the world. It is all contained in these five. What are the five? Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. Shabda, what we hear. Sparsha, touch. Rupa, the form. Rasa, the taste. Gandha, the smell. These are the five sense stimuli we receive from the world. So how we have to merge this in the heart? Listen carefully. By being indifferent to all. See, we can close the eyes. We need not eat popcorn while meditating. We can sit quiet, but the ears are open. But the nostrils, they are open. What to do? When you are sitting for meditation, something or other comes, the sound, doesn't matter. Our Acharya says, listen to the silence, meaning what? Be indifferent to all the sounds. See, what we think, if we sit for meditation, we should not hear anything. How come? You will hear. But whatever may be the sound, don't worry or don't bother. Meaning what? Be indifferent. Means what? If it is there, it is there. If it is not there, it is not there. How does it matter? Whatever may be the sound. But for some people, some sound very horrible. They can't take it. Like screeching sounds and all sometimes, people are very, very reactive. Then you have to suffer only. That is the thing. Whatever may be the sound, whatever may be the smell, whatever may be the touch, agamaha, apayinaha, anityaha, tam titikshasva bharata. They come, they remain, they go. Don't bother about it. Just be and go through means what? Let it come and go. But now, if it is a very soothing sound, cuckoo, coo, coo. The cuckoo means what? Our mind goes, beautiful, cuckoo. When it is ka, 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 oh, what is this nonsense? Why is this crow is always here? Because he's a father coming as crow. We put all the pindana. So we react. We are happy when a cuckoo is cooing. We are very angry and upset when some kaka or the crow is, what they say? Crow is crowing. Okay. Cuckoo is cooing, crow is crowing. Whatever. Or if the donkey is braying, or if the loudspeaker is sort of blaring, we get agitated. No, be indifferent. That is one thing. That is how we have to merge the Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandha. Okay, even if you sit quiet, indifferent to all the external stimuli, inside the mind will not remain quiet. There are so many thoughts. What you should do? Be indifferent. Udhasina vadasinaha. Whatever may be the thought, let it come, let it go. Since you get a good thought, you will not become very good. Since you get a very vulgar thought, you will not become vulgar. The thoughts are rising in the mind because of whatever may be the vasanas. Garbage in, garbage out. So whatever you have put in, that only will come out. Let it come, let it come. How does it matter? Why are you scared? Don't be scared. Don't get carried away. Be alert. Be indifferent means what? Whatever comes, comes. Whatever goes, goes. Even in life, when you are living through life, whatever comes, comes. Whatever goes, goes. Whatever stays, stays. The struggle is, we want something which we like to come, but it won't come. Sometimes we don't want certain things to be with us. We want to get rid of it. It won't go. But things which we like may want to go. We want to hold on. This is our struggle. But if you allow things to come when it comes, stay when it stays, go when it goes, where is the struggle? Similarly, the thoughts also, they are very different, very clearly seen, known. So it is not anything to do with me. I am the just seer or the knower. So let them come, let them dance, let them go. Like that, if you remain a dispassionate observer, everything will subside. If you become dispassionate towards the sense objects, the sense objects will no more trouble you. If you become dispassionate to all thoughts, thoughts will not trouble you. Then what else can trouble you? When nothing troubles, you are absorbed in yourself. That is all it is about. So, Vishaya, Drishya Vilayam Akritva, without doing this, Drishya Vilayam, merging all the Drishya Padartha in the Drik, in the seer or in the self. Ajñātva tattvam atmanaha, without knowing one's own self, Ajñātva, without knowing tattvam atmanaha, the self as it is. Brahma Shabdaihi Kuto Muktihi, just by Brahma Shabdam, Brahmam, 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 Kuto Muktihi, how can achieve this Mukti? Muktihi, Ukti Matra Phalandrunam, it is just a word, uttering a word, useless it is, meaningless. Nrunam means for the humanity, for the seeker, just uttering Brahmam, Brahmam, Brahma Shabdaihi. It is meaningless, fruitless. It is just vyartham, all in vain. So therefore, what one need to do, in short, to become like a buffalo, Buffalo means what? Whatever happens, just just joking, huh? It's not like becoming buffalo. Buffalo is very tamasic. Actually, it is Adisattvam. You are aware of what's happening around, what is happening inside. But you have that balance to stand apart, dispassionately, not to get involved into anything. That is what it is to be done. Is it not clear? Very clear. Where is the doubt? Where is the doubt? Tell me. The Shastra is going to tell you that Drishya Padartham is all unreal, your mind's projection, it's an illusion. If you are convinced about it, would you worry about the illusion? Would you worry about the dream objects? When you are awake, will you worry about the dream objects? So when you are convinced that all this is not, it is just an appearance, projection of the mind, then the mind will not go. How does it matter? See, the mind will be very wise when it comes to others. But when it comes to own children, it is not wise. It can discriminate, say that it's all Drishya Padartha, whatever seen. But when it comes to my own son, my own daughter, that bandham is so this thing intense. You cannot say it is Drishya Padartha. Actually, it is also Drishya Padartha. Forget about your son or daughter. This body itself is Drishya Padartha. It is not you. It's Drishya Padartha means what? You should not care. Care means what? Not get troubled. But we cannot remain quiet. That is our problem. So what Vedanta says, if you remain chumma ennartham, not getting involved with anything, just be and watch and observe, because your nature is to watch and observe. You are the nature of knowledge. Even if you don't want, you are aware. So just be aware of what's happening around you. Just be aware of what's happening in you. That is all. That awareness is yourself. In the awareness, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasada appears, dances for some time and goes back. In the awareness, thoughts about different things and beings appears and disappears. So awareness is you, and the Shabda Sparsha Rupa or the thoughts are not you. So when you remain as that awareness and allow the Shabda Sparsha thoughts to rise and subside, after some time you will not have any thought. And there you are. What you need to do to gain, there you are. See, you are there, awareness. In that something rises, something subsides. But you go on identifying, go on meddling. Therefore this jiva bhava, therefore this suffering, samsara. If you allow things to come and go, it's natural. Let it go, let it go. After some time everything will subside and you are there. Kaivalya Navanidam, like butter, which is the cream of the milk or whatever, you are there. So when you know all these are Drishya Padartha, not the self, why do you worry about it? All false, that's what they say, false means it is an appearance. Don't worry about it. Then all the Drishya Padartha will go back. It is as simple as that. Only thing is we need patience. It will not happen overnight. Because we have actually, through our habits, we have really messed it up. So it will not happen like that. As I say, it is not that simple. But with Abhyasa and Vairagya. Vairagya what? What is Vairagya? Whatever comes and goes, I am not going to involve myself with that. That is Vairagya. Abhyasa means what? To stand like that, to remain like that is Abhyasa. So with Abhyasa and Vairagya, gradually the thoughts will lose its power to bind you. Thoughts are not a problem actually. Power, innocent, why should they trouble you? They will not trouble you. You are giving power to the objects and the thoughts to trouble you through your stupidity, through your foolishness, through your likes and dislikes, because of your own vasanas. That is why they are troubling you. If you understand this much and don't give any value, just observe and watch, everything will subside. How beautiful, how simple it is. So, drishya vilayam akrutva, without doing this, drishya vilayam akrutva, ajñātva tattvamatmanaha, without realizing that self, the pure self, Brahma shabdaihi, just by Brahma shabdam, kuto muktihi, how come the mukti be attained? Ukti matra phalan nrinam. So, therefore, it is the word Shabda, the Shabda Brahma is really meaningless if you don't really abide in the self. That is why the aparoksha anubhuti is important than chanting of the verses, memorizing of the verses, or discussing about the verses. Intellectual appreciation is important, but that alone cannot take you. And what? The next verse, the same idea. Akrutva shatru samharam agatva kila bhushriyam raja hamidi shabdhanna raja bhavitum arhati akrutva shatru samharam agatva kila bhushriyam raja hamidi shabdhanna raja bhavitum arhati. Akrutva shatru samharam, without killing or destroying all your enemies. Akrutva shatru samharam, without finishing off your enemies. Agatva akila bhushriyam, without bringing all the provinces under your sovereignty, under your control. Just if you say, Raja Hamidi, I am the king, if you say. You have not taken any astra shastra and you have not fought any battles. You have not killed any enemy and you have not brought any province under your, kingdom. You are a mad fellow. So you say, I am a Raja. Can you ever become a king? That is what he is saying. Raja hi id shabdat, na Raja bhavitum arhati. You can never become a king. Similarly, if you say aham brahmasmi, nothing will happen. Just by saying aham brahmasmi, you will not become, that is, you will not realize that. So, what he is trying to say? The efforts. That's what he is trying to say. So, without akrutva drishya vilayam, without trying to merge all the drishya padartha into the self, by becoming indifferent to all. See, that is why in our Shastras, this udasina bhavam is so highly respected, highly praised. That is the secret, udasina vadasina. But in the world, people expect you to be very dramatic and very sort of involved, very passionate, loving, blah, blah, blah. But actually the sadhana is to remain dispassionate. That is why Acharyas say, in the outer world, Karnataka, you act drama, you act, but inside you remain without getting carried away. That is the Upadesha given to Sri Rama by Yoga Vashishta, in the Yoga Vashishta. He says, yes, you have to be a king, you have to be a husband, you have to be the son. You play the role, act it beautifully, But inside you know you are not anything of any of these things. That is very hard. That is, you need a very great balance for that. Either we become so much involved in the world and become the son, become the husband, become everything, or we do not know how to balance. We become very indifferent means what? We become sort of a moron. Spirituality is not to become a moron. So therefore, without merging all this into the self, if you just say, no, aham brahmasmi, is the cage truth. You know what? It is just a circus. So just by uttering Raja, I am Raja, nobody will become Raja. So he has to conquer the enemies. He has to bring all the area under his rulership. Then only he can be a king. Okay, so moving on to the next verse. The next verse is a little complicated in the sense the meter is a little different, but the idea expressed is so beautiful. And here, see Shankara, very young person actually, but how much he knows about everything, see? He knows about so many things in the world. Very remarkable actually, very remarkable. Aptoktim kananam tatopari Shiladyutkarshanam swikrutim Nikshepas samapekshate nahi bahihi Shabdhaistu nirghachati Tatvat Brahma Vidopadesha Manana Dhyanadi Birlabhyate Maya Karyati Rohitam Swamalam Tatvam Nadhuryukti Bihi Aptoktim kananam tatho parishila Utkarshanam swikrutim Nikshepas samapekshate nahi bahihi Shabdhaistu nirghachati Tadvat Brahma Vidopadesha Manana Dhyanadi Birlabhyate Maya Karyati Rohitam Sumalam Tattvam Nadhuryukti Bihi. See, here it is said, if a person is interested to unearth the treasure which is buried deep inside the earth, what he should do? First of all, he should know where it is buried, the place. For that, the known person should guide him, instruct him first. The person should say, oh, you go to that place, it is there. After that, he has to take the actual equipment and dig. It's hard work. No, you have to dig deep. And then you have to remove whatever is not the treasure. The rock, the mud and everything he has to remove. And then he will find the treasure. Without doing any of these things, you say, oh treasure, come out, oh treasure, come out, oh treasure, will the treasure come out? Exactly that is what he is saying. See, nahi bahihi shabdaistu nirgachati. Nahi means it will not come out, just bahihi shabdai means what? Come out, if you say it will not come out. if you are interested in the treasure, Pudayal, treasure, first you should know where to dig, and you should have the right instruments to dig, and you have to dig. Dig means what? Dig deep, till you find the treasure. And then you have to wipe out or take away all the other things which are not the treasure. Then you get the treasure. That is what he said. Apta uktim. Apta, somebody should guide you, should tell you where there is. Kannada means where the place, where the treasure is. Tata upari shilad utkarshanam. Then you should try to remove it by digging. And then what? Nikshepa samapekshapati. Nikshepa samapekshate means what? And you have to remove all the unwanted things which is covering the treasure. Then you get the treasure. Not by saying, oh treasure, come out, come out. The treasure will not come out. Similarly, tat brahmavid upadesha. First of all, the brahmavid, the knower of the truth, should instruct you about the Brahma. Upadesha. Then manana. You have to contemplate on it. Then nididhyasana. You have to live it in your life and meditate on it. Adibihi labhyate. Then you will get it. Maya karya tirohitam swam amalam tattvam. Where is this tattvam? It is in your own heart, but maya karya tirohitam, which is covered by maya karyam, the effect of maya. What are the effect of maya? The body, the mind, the panchakoshas are the effects of maya. So somehow it is hidden inside this panchakosha. It is amalam, it is pure, but it is as if hidden. So to take it out, dig it out, or to bring it out, then you have to do the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana and all, meditate on it, then you will find it. Not duryukti bihi, just by some duryukti. Yukti means what? Some logic and reasoning. Duryukti means what? It's kutarka. Kutarka, they say, na, summa, or perverted logic. Some people are very expert at it. Perverted logic. Not through logic and reason, or even perverted logic, you cannot know the truth. So you have to do the work. Work means not physical. This manana, this Shravana Manana Adibi. So the idea is, Mandirattale engu mangali vilvadundo. Just by wishing the mango, ripe mango will fall down or what? You have to pluck it. Similarly, just by wishing or saying Brahman, Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, that Brahma Swarupam will not be revealed. You have to contemplate on the scriptural statements as revealed by the Guru and the scriptures, and then meditate deeply in your heart. And when you are convinced about what to be done, meaning what? I told you na, Drishya Vilayam. So you have to really sit tight. Tight means what? Sit. And then let all the things merge in you. Arul niraivana amudakkadale virikadiral yavum vilungum aruna Giriparamanmave. So it is said that self, Arul Niraivana Amudakkadal, that is full of grace and ocean of bliss, Amudakkadal, ocean of immortality, Yavum Vilungum, it swallows everything. Meaning what? It swallows everything means what? All this Drishya Padartha is only imagination of the mind. When you are awakened to the self, everything is swallowed as if. All the Drishya Padartha is swallowed as if. Or, if you become indifferent to all the Drishya Padartha, the real Drik, the seer or the real self, is revealed by itself. In Yoga Vasishtam camp also we have seen in the Yoga Vasishta, the Drik is always influenced by the Drishya Padartha. when he can remain without getting influenced by the drishya padartha, then the drik realizes his own true self. Vasishta says that. We have seen in Yoga Vasishta Sara Sangraha. So the drishya padartham is always influencing the drik. Why it is influencing? Because he has got the vasanas, that is why. So if he can remain without getting influenced, Dasina vadasinaha, samatvam yoga uchyate. He can just remain like that. Then slowly the drishya padartha will lose its sway on the drik padartha. Drik. When the drishya padartha subside, drik also will subside. And the true self, which is behind the drik and drishya, the seer and the seen, that is revealed. See, so rocket science, rocket is very difficult. See, imagine you are here and the moon or the other planets are elsewhere. How many thousands of kilometers away? And you have to put this rocket in an orbit. Precision, so much of precision is required. So much of mathematical calculations are involved. And you have to produce the equipment in such a way it will not melt down or it will withstand all the weather. So much of things are involved. Very, very difficult. See, that is why they are very excited. And the scientists you watch now, when it lands on the moon, they are so thrilled because so much they have worked on it. They have broken their head so much and they have worked. How many people have offered everything in that project? But this is not that difficult at all, actually speaking. But it is very subtle, that is why it becomes very difficult. கொஞ்ச நேரம் சும்மா இருங்களேன், எல்லாம் சரியா போயிடும். ஆனால் அப்படி சும்மாவே இருக்க முடியாது. Then you will ask question. அப்படி இருந்தால் என்ன ஆகும்? என்ன சொன்னேன்? சும்மா இருக்கதானே சொன்னேன். Why are you asking question now? You know, in Sri Lanka it happened. A wonderful thing happened. There I told you now about the Yoga Swami, the great saint. His important instruction is Summa Iru. Summa Iru means just be. Chumma Iru. Don't talk. Don't do anything. Chumma Iru. One of his disciples, he came to me. I was there as an acharya. He handed me a book. I got the book. The book's title is Summa Iru. And Vela Menakato, he has compiled who all has said Summa Iru. Like Aruna Girinadhar has said Summa Iru, this Mahatma has said Summa Iru, that I was laughing within. I asked him, what did your Guru say? Summa Iru. Why did you compile all this? What you should do when he says Summa Iru, Summa Iru. But this fellow cannot keep quiet. He went here, there to the libraries and he, took all the books and he then noted down where it is written Summa Iru, Summa Iru. Summa Iru. You understand what I am saying? I am talking in Tamil, you are getting the point? So this is our problem. Summa Iru konja neram. அப்படிதான் இருக்க முடியாது. We are giving you food, accommodation, everything. konja நேரம் சும்மா இருங்க. That is not possible, Swamiji. Shall I go out and come? Shall I purchase this? Shall I purchase this? Shall I do this? Shall I do that? Or Saiva Upasana. So this is the mind. But if we can allow the mind to cool down, it will cool down. You don't allow it. We will stop here. Om Purnamadha Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.